Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Sally. What's up, Sally?
What's up?
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
Well, few things actually. I'll start with something different.
Look at the stare on your face when you said that.
Yeah. So you remember how we saw the trailer or teaser to New Mutants?
Yes.
And we looked at it and we and excuse my language, what the fuck is this? Like, it was like horror. And it's supposed to be like X-Men, but like, the New Mutants, but horror.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, we're going to delay it because we think we want to put more horror in it. I'm like, that's lovely. Yeah. How about no? Okay. Because I remember reading New Mutants and I didn't read that storyline, but okay, I know there was it, but like that's not the whole sum of their existence, but all right. So one storyline out of like hundreds, but okay. So then they decide, well, we're going to just make a new character. Well, me and Scott were talking about this the other night. Just really pay attention to the word reshoot, because if you're adding a whole new character to the movie, it's called a rewrite or a re-edit, and it's not just a point and click shoot. You're redoing the whole movie to fit that character or to change the whole dynamic of the movie. So you're redoing the movie. But they don't want to do that. They just want to call it reshoots. Okay. So now the story came out that, oh no, New Mutants is going to be full-on horror movie.
How does this... what the hell are they thinking?
Full-on horror movie. So the story, I'm reading this. Okay. The film tested not as good as Fox hoped. Criticisms being it was simply wasn't scary enough. Okay, it's not a horror movie. So why are you trying to make it scary? Okay? It's not a fucking horror movie. Like, what the fuck? So their thing is, it wasn't scary enough. That's why the movie's bad. So they intended to up the horror. Now it's full-blown rated R. Rated R. New Mutants.
Is this an MCU thing?
It's Fox.
It's Fox, okay.
But you're going to see more.
You know what it is? They're trying to get it out before the deal goes through.
Maybe. Oh.
Well, it's going to be out before the deal goes through, yeah. Charlie Heaton plays Cannonball, confirmed, yeah, it's full-on horror. It's basically about these mutants in a facility for damaged mutants.
Genetic experiments and stuff like that.
It's a story about these characters coming to grips with who they are, and it's a horror X-Men movie, which we haven't seen before. Yeah, because you shouldn't do that.
God, where is Stan Lee at, man?
Stanley, well, we're going to get to that in a second. He says, I feel like for an X-Men movie, yeah, I think they're going full-fledged horror. Without saying too much, I really don't want to give too much about it away. It's very under wraps, but it is in terms of, it's like so different than anything you've seen in the X-Men world. It's definitely a horror movie. It's scarier than anything you've seen in the genre. No. No.
I think y'all missed the point of the whole New Mutants and X-Men universe. I don't think they understand what Marvel is about. It's not Freddy Krueger and Jason and all.
Well, they copied stuff from Freddy Krueger going through the walls in the teaser. If you've seen, remember see that? The New Mutants, and they're doing just about everything. Okay, it's not a horror movie. Again, you're taking one story arc from the comic, and there was hundreds. So please. You got it all wrong. I mean, how are you going to just explain this? Let's just say, right, because everybody thinks in their head sequel potential, right?
No.
How could you have a movie that's pure horror, and then the second movie is not horror? It's superhero. You can't do it. It's never been done. You can't just, once you're horror, you're always horror. You can't take the horror out of New Mutants once you do that.
You can't switch genres on a movie. You cannot have something that's horror, then it goes into romantic comedy, or horror into comedy or horror into action thriller. You cannot do that because that's not how it works.
Never happened yet. But
This could be the worst film ever if y'all do it.
well, maybe Venom might be the worst. But anyway,
Well, yeah, but it's
and things that make you want to go Mandela effect or crazy things happen to the universe. Stan Lee made a series of videos yelling and screaming and threatening to sue people. And it wasn't about. I made a joke. Oh my god. Yeah, I watched it with Scott and I got scared.
what the hell?
He said in his voice, and it's not about comics. He's like, I'm going to use my fortune to get the most expensive lawyers, and I'm going to destroy all these people that are saying that I'm being abused by my daughter and her friend and whatever, and I'm going to destroy them legally. And I'm like, oh shit.
You're not well.
Well, he looks pretty well to me. He looks like he's ready to get in the ring like Rocky Balboa. I mean, he was in league of his senses. He wasn't no script. Stan Lee was angry. And you want to know why Stan Lee was angry? Because he didn't say Excelsior at the end. Because let me tell you something. That was a horror movie. Right there. Stan Lee went horror. And I was scared. So I don't know. Yeah.
That's somebody who, never mind. I'm going to keep comments to myself.
Yeah, we're already trying to figure out the story. I'm actually looking into it and trying to figure out what the hell. Because here's the thing. If that was the case and it's bullshit, why are companies that are connected with Stan Lee posting after that they know that Stan Lee is off?
Yeah.
And they're doing this stuff, and I'm like, oh no. Like, what's happening? So they're not letting up. It's continuing.
God.
Stan Lee blamed it on a lawyer that they hired for something that basically is making money off this story, making it like people are taking advantage of him. Now, common sense, he's 90, was he 96 or 93?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not going to be like chirpy at the convention. He's going to look tired. I mean,
Well, yeah.
I mean, he's not going to, people, if you think you're going to look at him the same as you did last year, he just had pneumonia, right? I mean, he's still doing it. So, I mean, he's not going to, he's getting older. You can't prevent it. But, I don't know about the age group. I mean, supposedly everybody was fired. Everybody from the gardener to whatever. So, I mean, that's, again, we don't know if that's true either, but this is a continuing story. But it's in line with the New Mutants going horror, and Stan Lee went, like, ready to beat people up. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, we just pray for good health and good strength for Stan Lee. Hope he, hope he lives a long life,
Excelsior, yeah.
Excelsior.
Yeah.
Because that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, and I guess the news keeps getting better tonight. Yeah, I don't know if I want to report this, but I mean it's a night where the news keeps getting worse and worse for some of these movies. All right, it turns out that Gabriel Luna, who it was Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the new Terminator.
What?
No, what?
Yeah, that's your Terminator, and yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
That.
Moment of silence, yeah.
I don't get.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I mean,
I don't get it either.
I don't get the casting choices for some of these movies. I'm like, do y'all understand Have y'all ever seen the original Terminator?
I guess they haven't. But then again, it's James Cameron, so I guess does he think that guy's popular or something, or
I haven't heard nothing from him. Only thing,
he
I
was
don't know.
Ghost Driver, right? It was
Yeah, Ghost Driver give me the impression of Terminator so easily.
Well, again, the news keeps getting better.
Oh no.
We because we need reassurance. So Jason Blum, who you probably know who he is, Blumhouse
Yes.
horror movies.
Yes,
He wants to let you know that he's seen a cut of Halloween from his company, and he watched it, and it's great. So go see Halloween, man. Go see it because Blumhouse, who makes Halloween, saw it and said it's fantastic. So that must mean it's great.
Go see Truth or Dare. Go see that one too to get some perspective.
Right. Thank you for telling us it's great. I really appreciate it because it's your movie that made it, and of course, how could it be like terrible because you did it? Yeah,
how can it be so off kilter that you won't give
fantastic
Jamie Lee Curtis the sister?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. You got my money.
This changed the whole thing and think it's supposed to be better than the original one. No, sir, you are wrong. You are dead wrong. You have obviously have not know what Halloween is and don't want to know what Halloween is.
I don't want to know what's going to become.
Halloween, a day where
I feel so comfortable though that John Carpenter's making a new score though for because that last one we heard was awful. And I even got like strike for it that they are making the money from my video and not me. That's a new thing. Having that video up.
I just love how this night it's just like we're going into a Mandela effect type thing. Like everything.
That's like asking Robert Downey Jr. how's the Avengers.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great. The best ever, man.
Fantastic.
What?
Did it. I'm doing it for the
Oh my God.
I got my peeps on it.
Ask Ryan Reynolds how Deadpool is. Oh my God. It's the fucking greatest thing ever.
Of course. Got into it. What's up, homie? My bro, he over there directing it. This thing gonna be lit.
This is gonna be lit. Didn't your co-star, the guy, get arrested? No, it's great. We're talking about.
It's so good.
Fantastic. It's great. Look at Deadpool. Don't look at the other guy. Yeah. Go see it.
It's gonna be on fire. You just watch.
Absolutely, man.
It's gonna be literally on fire.
Lit. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit. It's the hardest thing to come out.
Halloween 2018. Halloween 2018.
Everyone gets licked.
It's gonna be so. Oh my God! It's like amazing. Like Michael Myers is like 70 years old. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
You don't have that new.
Played by Stan Lee. No.
It's gonna be on fire the whole time.
Shit. And we're gonna do something different in this movie that we've done because we want to show that Michael Myers is mortal. So, listen to this now. A 70-year-old Michael Myers is going to die in this movie.
No.
Oh my God!
But wait, there's more. There is more. That you know the plot twist of all this going to be. We're going to get a special appearance by the Cloverfield Paradox.
Might be. It might be the reason the timeline's changed in Halloween. Like when he fell from the balcony, they put him in a mental institution instead. He wasn't able to run away because his shoe was too tight and he couldn't move his leg or something or whatever.
Everybody, this is the year of the paradox.
It's it's Cloverfield's fault.
There you go.
They did it. That's why we have a female doctor. Everything. It's Cloverfield. It's J.J. Abrams' fault.
It is. Jay.
Talk to him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to make some. He's got to make some. He's got to,
This is.
So.
It's just stuff. All the stuff that I'm hearing tonight is laughable.
Oh yeah.
Where's the head on half of these people? I mean, my God.
This is just some ridiculous stories tonight. I mean, even Jeff Goldblum going to talk about how great freaking Jurassic World 2 is. Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're in it. Okay.
Jeff Goldblum.
Thanks a lot, man. It's great.
Well, to be fair, he has to say it because he's promoting it.
Oh yeah.
He's being paid to say how good.
I'm still trying to find his food truck.
Oh, does he have a food truck?
He had a food truck. He had a Goldblum food truck. He was serving food like a couple of times. Just because why not?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And on that note, I'm going to show them off air, but we're going to go now. So take care. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye.